Man in suit every day like it's my wedding day every day. Welcome to Oxygen TV. This show is proudly sponsored by Sono Fashion. Guess what? I'm with one of the top-notch artists in the country. The guy, whenever you go on the street, you must listen to his music. Whenever you go to the club, you must listen to his music. Whenever you don't listen to his music, that DJ should be fired, baby. I'm telling you the truth. This guy is multi-award winning artist, Australian best. This guy has a lot of hit songs in the country. He's the one behind Anchirantinop and Don Chirdana, Kene, South Sudanese Raga. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome my guy, AMAC Don in the building. Okay, welcome to Oxygen, bro. Grab your mic, grab your mic.
What's happening, brother?
You good?
It's nice, man.
Are you
Feeling
sure?
good to be here, man.
That's great.
In the hot
That's
seat.
Good. That's good. I hope this is hard questions.
Hey, man. I was born hot, man. I was born in a hot place, so you already know I'm ready, man.
All right, bro. The thing is,
Yeah.
you've been here for almost 2 years right now. You get,
Yeah.
and everybody knows that you're Australian best.
Yes.
Now it got everybody asking, like, what the hell is this guy doing here? You get, like, because a lot of people who come from Australia or America, they come to South Sudan, then they live in 2 weeks. You understand?
Yeah.
But for you, you've been here for a long time. Nobody knows what's up, what's going on.
Yeah.
Nigga, were you deported from Australia?
Yo, I deported my damn self. I want to be home. I'm
Get
right
outta
here.
man.
You know what I mean? You probably hear people come and leave in 2 weeks. If you're not prepared mentally and your pocket is not feeling right, well, home is not the place. But if you have it at heart that you want to be home, you want to build, you want to come and change something, you know, you are committed, you're ready, you get into it, man. You get into it. So that's what we're doing. I have not been deported. I deport myself.
Wait, are we lying to each other here, man?
What's happening?
Because it's very clear that there are no projects that you're doing right now apart from the project you did with Marco Boy. There is nothing you're doing. You don't have any concert. You don't have you don't have any album that you're doing. I don't know if you even have a job here.
Well, you know, a lot of things are not for everybody to know. Half of the time, one of the good thing when you're in the jungle, you don't yell and say, "Hey, I'm out here."
What's up? What's going on with you?
First and foremost, if I was to give my USB and say, "Here, have a USB," you will have maybe the 30 albums plus. If I was to say that I'm just focusing on that part of music, that's what you would get. But at this point, you know, I feel like I've contributed a lot. I also feel like the field is, you know, there's people that are dancing in the field right now. So
Yeah.
I'm just standing on the sideline and watching. But obviously, music is a passion. It's something that I've done to pave way and to build way. As we sit here right now, you know, I'm just looking at it from a different perspective and looking at it from a different light. So I'm doing different things. Of course, one thing we've learned is wherever you go, you cannot sit idle. I cannot sit at home or go to the tea place and be sitting there or play Ludo. So obviously I'm busy. You know, I'm doing stuff. It's always good to talk when it's checkmate. That's how it works.
Bro, you see, everybody from South Sudan or from Africa is trying to go to abroad. You understand?
Yeah.
But you, as McDonald, is coming back. What is inspiring you to come back?
Man, one of the biggest things is, you know, I was born during the struggle, during war. I was born initially in Ethiopia. Then we traveled from there to Uganda to Kenya. We stayed there in the refugee camp. I lost my dad to the struggles of this country, to the liberation of South Sudan. And when you leave a place, you don't forget your roots. You don't forget where you come from. When you exit, you go on exile to try and find safety, you know, to try and find better ways to come and build. You don't forget, you know, where you come from, or you don't forget what you have left. Just because I've gone there now, I have AC, I can eat any day I want, I can get whatever job I want to do, I earn as much as I want, does not mean I forget where I come from. The second part is that, you know, as you grow, you know, we don't want to be the lost generation. Um, One of the biggest challenges we had in the West was no matter how educated you become, no matter how well dressed, no matter how successful in whatever you do, you are still an outsider. You know you're still considered an immigrant. Whereas in your own home, you're not an immigrant. The second thing is nobody else gonna come build South Sudan. It's the same very people that are here and those that have gone out to learn different ways of doing things, different processes that will come and contribute different knowledge, different overview, and implement different ways together. So, because this country is very young, and as a young country, when we are all starting out, everybody has a piece. Carpenter has a piece. A doctor. A nurse, a lawyer. Everybody, including the ones that are working on the road pavements. Everybody has a part to contribute. So I feel like what my journey was and pick up something from the West, learn about different systems, ways, which is what we have done, education basically, and then come back and implement that. I came back soulfully because I feel like it's my turn to contribute. My father did his part with the guns and fighting to get this right that we have right now, and it's the turn of the young people as ourselves to then contributing in the nation building. So my decision to come back, when I came, I was coming on my tour. I went to Egypt, we did it successfully. We went to Kenya, we did it successfully. I even came here and went straight to the village, and we did it successfully. But along the way, I had a change of heart. I was going to go back and then decide to come back. But I sat down with myself, and thought it over after I've traveled and looked around and made the decision that there's no reason why I should go back and then come back. I should just begin where I am. And that's exactly what I did. I had inspiration because some of my friends, made the decision way earlier before me. And that when you see that, it encourages you to also be a part of that change. You want to be a part of that system. You want to be a part of that nation building. That's the reason why I'm here. That's the reason why I decided. It wasn't about me being deported, because nobody can deport me. I don't have a criminal record. We want to do things that are building us, things that are contributing to this beautiful land we have. I went there, and what we accumulated there, the knowledge we packed from there, we want to project it back home here.
Wait, there's something fishy here. Or the rumors are true that you are running away from child support from Australia.
Man, I'm a boss, man. Who run away from a child support? Well, I take care of other guys too. So, it's different. Those who say they don't even know my stretcher. They don't know where I sit. They don't know what I eat. They don't know where I sleep.
Man, you have Trico talks, man. Like, for real. No, like for real.
It's facts. It's facts. So you hear those conversations
Yeah.
for people who like to slander people. If you want to know what I'm about, is when we sit down like this and then you ask me. We sit down in a proper table, in a proper place where you see people that you don't usually see. And then we have the conversation, then you know what we're doing. But apart from that, all these guys, we call it pep talk. They just babbling away and saying what they want to say. It's all good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm seeing it.
So
who is AMAC DON, like, to be honest, bro?
AMAC DON is a Lungmajong Manyalung. That's my full name, my government name. AMAC DON is derived from my first initial, which is Alung, the first A, and Mach, which is my surname. But when I was in the West, the C, if you say C, the Westerners call it Mac. Where else in Denka, it's Mach. So AMAC, the name Don will come later, but this is where all this music stuff come from. I'm a Don.
Don Dada.
There you go. You already know. you know the name, bro. So AMAC is there, but that acronym at the end speaks for a lot of things, bro. That's what we're doing.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. Bro, you are nasty, bro. Like, for real. When you came out with that song, that song is nasty, man. Like, were you on weed when you came up with that song?
Don't smoke, don't drink.
So, which brain came up with that song, bro? Like, for real, man.
Tell me anybody who
Bro,
do you like stuff like that or not, bro?
wait, come on, man.
What happens when you
not on TV?
So when I was speaking, I was literally speaking about mango and
But I hope.
but everybody love it.
Yeah, everybody loves it. But how about you? Don't you think you're too grown for that song now? Or
Grown in what context, man? Even the biggest people love these things. so you tell me, what have I said that is not, what people love? Look, music is a tool. It's an instrument. and it's also a weapon,
Yeah,
depending
true.
on how you use it.
Yeah.
Now, when you create, you have a target. You have songs that you create to inspire people. You have songs that you create to inspire love. You have songs that you create to make people laugh. You have songs that you create for people who want to be in that Gondo area. You know what I mean? Who want to party and club all night. So this one was an expression. It's something that every man loved these things.
Yeah, true.
So we spoke on it in a context that people were afraid to do, especially in our where we come from as South Sudanese, and specifically Denka. They consider it taboo to talk about these things, but where in reality everybody in the room is doing their own thing. So we made it easy for them. We put out something that they can relate to and they love it.
Yeah, true.
So,
To be honest, bro, I can give you credit. You know, they say that give someone credit while it's still alive. You understand?
Thank you, my brother.
Yeah, that song, when that song came, that song actually is the one that introduced you to Africa. I'm gonna say Africa, because maybe you've been doing music back in the days, but nobody knew about it. But when you produced that song now, and everybody like followed that league, you get now everybody was like, so it's like it discovered South Sudan music, you get.
Yes.
So before you released that song, you were a rapper, you get, rapping like Eminem and all that, trying to be, Tiger, Lil Wayne.
Well, forget
what
that.
the hell was that?
Forget
bro?
that generation. It was the 50 Cent Ja Rule generation, my brother.
So how did it switch?
So, first when you do music, and this goes out to all the upcoming artists right now. First, when you do it, it's for the fun of it. You love it. You see somebody do it.
Yeah.
And then in the process, you end up finding purpose. When I was rapping, we started here before I left Africa. I was in Kakuma refugee camp, been to Nairobi, Kapenguria, all those places. And then when we resettled, music was a big thing. That's the time Ja Rule was coming,
Yeah.
50 Cent, then right after that, nearly all of them. So when I went there, I was close enough to that type of stuff. So I continuously picked up from it. We were dressing the same way. You find us wearing a size triple XL, just to look like them. And the first music we're doing was like hardcore rap. Hardcore rap means you say what you mean and you implement it.
Yeah.
That's where the Don comes from as well.
Okay.
So I rap about I'm this in this block and this. We make sure that it's handled. We have a group, we have a crew that handle those business. I talk about the music and we go put in actions for it. And then realizing the impact it was having on our people, we slowly decided to switch to positive hip hop. So we're talking about our struggles now, because where we went, people were being segregated. They were being racially profiled because of how we're dressing, how we look. A lot of people are shocked, to see a very dark skin, strong people moving like 12, 15 people all at once. It looks like a whole gang is moving.
Yeah.
And so, we're getting in too much trouble. So we decided to talk about stories now. We talk about our struggle. We talk about our journeys. We talk about things that we faced along the way. And then from there, we transition to our own mother tongue. Why? Because when you think about slavery, they make you lose your name. They make you lose your culture. They make you lose your language. And then now they give you whatever name and whatever culture, and that's what you run with. So when we pick this up and we realize that's what was happening, people are in a party. You put like, a South Sudanese Denka song, for example, people go sit down or they come shut down the DJ from playing the songs. We realize people are getting lost from themselves. They falling away from being, their true self.
Yeah.
And so we started reshuffling the music to where it's supposed to be. That is embracing our language and putting it into the sounds that we bring up and modernizing it, by the way, because when you hear it, it's not the equivalent to some of our, shout out to the legends that did their thing, those of Amoza Jack, John Koduse, Mama Nyan Cole, all of them. But it was a bit different from their music now. We modernized it. It's fusion with dancehall. Sometimes you hear hip hop in it. Sometimes it's Afro beats. And that's what we did with it, bro. So here we are.
You started music when you went to Australia?
No. I used to be an Hallelujah dancer. I started in the church, man. I used to be the lead singer.
I'm tired of this, bro. Every artist started at the church, man.
Most of the times, because
it's crazy.
Us as Africans, okay, from our families where we come from, our orientation is church. Every Sunday, the family, go to church. And much more considered very it's a good upbringing if you are also contributing in the church. So we join the Hallelujah dances, and that's where you figure yourself out. By the
So
way,
how did you become vulgar like this instead of being gospel?
I'm still holy.
You're not holy.
You can't tell me that. You can't judge me.
How holy are you?
But I
there?
like mangoes. I like mangoes, so I'm literally just telling you. so you see, you're already judging me, but I'm talking about mangoes. Whatever's in your head is you.
Those are not organic ones, man. Come on, bro. Those
Okay.
are not organic mangoes.
Which mangoes
Those are
you like?
different mangoes.
That's your own contradiction, but not mine.
Kokaya pink and the other big banana. Get out of here, bro.
Okay. Pause for that, but I would just say pause, But if you go to a place and you find a shorty, they're hungry, they're moving around, and they want to pick bananas. There's a small one. There's two types, the big ones in there. So
okay,
which one the shorty gonna go with?
it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. So like I think the only people that we know that did this, brought this trend of Tongmonjang songs and all this. You get, it's you, and then we have Seven at the Governor, and then Sunnyman.
Yeah.
You know Sunnyman, right?
Yes.
And to be specific, Sunnyman, you and Sunnyman, like, who had the biggest brand actually?
It depends on the context. When you say the biggest brand, you mean as in what? You
Okay.
clarify the question.
Okay, let me leave alone that one. Let me leave that question alone because I don't want to bring something.
No,
else.
no, you're talking.
But the real thing is, who started music before the other?
Of course, me.
Are you
I'm
sure?
the first one to go to the West.
Are you sure?
I'm the first one to
But do you
implement
have
it.
any problem with him?
No, a lot of
Because
people
there was a time he came here, he passed by Oxygen TV
Yeah.
here, and then we talked. A lot of people were saying Sunnyman and AMAC DON, they have issues. So I asked him. He was like, "No, it's my brother." According to him, he said, "You are his brother, but it's the one who mentored you." You get.
So when you go and you look at the albums that are out, who has what first?
That's the question. I want to hear from you.
And when you say
first.
you mentor somebody,
don't project it on me.
okay, no. Let me
Don't
put
project
this.
it on
I
me.
will clear this part out.
Yeah.
When you say mentor somebody,
Mm.
it's when you sit somebody down and say, "Do it this way, do it this way." I'll be my own guy from the start, from the jump. I'm the one that take people out to the stages. I'm the one that take people out to shows, to parties and clubs. I'm the first guy to do that.
So rumors are true that you've been saying that you brought him up.
I didn't bring him up.
That's what everybody's saying.
That I brought
But
him
it's
up.
good to bring someone up.
No.
right?
I did bring a lot of people up.
Yeah, but not him.
But I say that I want somebody to actually be man enough to actually say, "Listen, this guy did this for me." It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt, by the way, to say this guy did this for me. Okay? Because why? It means you as a person, you're comfortable with yourself. You're confident in yourself that even though this person have rendered you assistance, you picked it up and ran from it. But when you are unable to say the truth of a matter, it's not a good thing. So for me, for example, when we started music, there's a guy called Pastor Charles. That's the first guy. We used to record in a sound system called Sitar. That's the first guy I did my first track with, the first official track. Apart from that, and then I went to high school to actually do the first song in school. First recording studio. So Pastor Charles made a mixtape with me. We put that mixtape out. That was my first initial mixtape as a rapper. It doesn't hurt for me to say, even he's proud to see that I've gone that far. But you see, the problem is sometimes what happens in music, when the light is dim, then you want to say, "I am this." It speaks for itself. If you go to the villages, if you go to the bush, if you go to the areas in the back, and go ask about names. Just go and say, "Do you know this guy?" A guy in the village that have never seen a video.
Even in the bush.
What they gonna say, bro?
Of course, they know you.
Exactly.
To be honest, bro, my credit to you, man. Like a lot of people, a lot of young kids dancing to your music. Like they can even, I don't think they watch videos. They watch your videos. I don't think.
Some of them they have not
Yeah,
seen the video.
but
They
they
heard
know
the
you.
songs
They're
and
crazy.
they know the name.
Yeah, I saw you when you went to a wheel.
Yes.
I saw the warm hospitality, man. Everybody welcomed you like a king. I was like, even the president is going to get jealous, bro. How did this happen, man?
But jealousy happens in music. Look,
Mm.
one of the greatest things
Mm.
that I've learned through the processes of music is that one time a person will try to come to you so you can grow together. Then when they see that they can't level up in the same aspect, then they will try to, be an up from you. And then when that doesn't work, then they will try to slander you now. And when that doesn't work, then they will try to make stories. I did this, he did that, I did this. That's not how it works. If you are gifted, it's something you build over time. As we speak, I nobody can ever say he sat down and create something for me. I create it. And you can put me in a room that's empty with anybody and say, okay, well, you have an hour. Or you have 30 minutes, for example. Create something. I'll drop something in 30 minutes. That's how confident I am.
Where does it come from, bro?
It's an inspiration. I was a poet, by the way, as well. And, there's so much to talk about. There's a whole lot to speak on. There's so much, soul to what I feel, what I think of, what I do in my daily life, what I see. So at any given time, I could be inspired to even write about this laptop. It's as easy as that.
Don't make me give you a task.
Let's go. So
Yeah.
that's where it comes from. Music is a feeling. It's an emotion that is derived depending on what the subject is.
Okay, about young people. How has your music inspired the young people in Australia?
Man, one of the biggest things you see, because look, when I left to Australia, there was a few people there, a few South Sudanese. Not many people were there, and so everybody is far from each other. So what then happened is you are now in a neighborhood where there's, white people, and all you do is go to school is English. You go to the playground is English. You go to the shopping center is English. You come back to the house, television is English because the parents are busy working. And so you slowly find kids getting lost. They don't know the language anymore. From the language, they slowly losing their culture. And then they don't understand anything about that anymore. All they know is what they are picking up from there. When I decided to see the purpose that we can preserve the language and actually teach people to love themselves, to love where they come from, to love their dialects, their languages. When I found that was something impactful in keeping people in check, that's where the music changed. It also became an advocacy for peace.
It was a very good conversation you get. And a lot of people have been asking for you, and that was great. But before we do anything right now, bro, okay, don't get scared. What would you tell your fans?
I don't get scared, man. Well, first and foremost, I know the fans have been waiting for me to do something. They're craving for more music. We just dropped a single with Marco Boy. Shout out to my boy. That's one guy who never changed on me. That's one guy I can give props any day. I can stand behind him. Shout out to him. We did that song. I have a whole lot of tracks. I've just been busy. That's why I have not been feeding the streets. I know you're hungry. We're going to be surprising you with a whole lot. Juba here is going to definitely get a concert
Before December.
before I retire. Not before December. I will say when that is. I want to do it different. I've seen how concerts are done. I want to do it different. So, they can expect a fixed tape before that. Because everybody's like, well, when is the next song? When, they will expect that. Expect some videos. The boy is busy. Like I said, we're back home and we're here to build. So we're doing certain things. But don't worry, music is coming. Well, take care of yourself. Much love.
We're outside. Thank you very much. Keep watching Oxygen TV. Breathe in.
This is Oxygen.